podcast. I am here with the amazing DJ Entyce.
Hello. It's a pleasure to be with my brother from LA, Bijan Lambo Mage.
Yeah, it's actually both. And that's the interesting thing is that I'm one person, but there's two personas that exist. And I just chose to expose both of them in the ways that I do because I'm an artist.
Yeah.
You know, you got to make life art.
Definitely.
So very, very excited. Came here to Budapest, linked up with Entyce via Instagram. Come to find out, he's doing a bunch of really great events here, and he's also a very dope music producer. So, you know, we had to have a studio session and cook some vibes up. So vibes are getting cooked and chef. Things are getting souffle season. But also, we wanted to come onto Abundance Universe and just have a quick conversation about art and vibes, give DJ Entyce an opportunity to tell his story, and just share everything that he got going on with the vibes, the art, the music, his life, and how the vibes are in Budapest. Because I'm pretty excited to talk to a tastemaker that is actually curating vibes, not just attending other vibes, but you are out here curating and hosting and putting on big vibes at dope venues all over the city. I'm excited to just get your take on the social scene here.
Yeah.
So let's get started and just talk about how did you start becoming someone that DJs and throws your own parties out here in Budapest? You're not from Budapest, right?
No, I'm not from Budapest.
Where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria, man. Nigeria. The motherland, yeah.
Where in Nigeria are you from?
I'm from the western part, like the north central, Kwara State. Kwara, yeah.
How you spell that?
Kwara. I am from Kwara State, Nigeria. And yeah. So basically came to Hungary in 2020 during the COVID time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So like I came in for my master's, you know.
You're highly educated.
Yeah.
I like that.
Trying to.
Success, man.
Yeah. Came in for my master's, and I was like, yeah, like give myself a new opportunity, but like with the mind of, because I have been doing music for a while, you know, just been growing and developing back in Nigeria. Like back in Nigeria, I wasn't doing parties or like DJing much, but that was the time I had to, like, you know, grow my music, you know, like production, making beats, and just learning and experimenting. So it was just all fun and vibes, nothing too serious. Then,
but you were also working your muscles and working on your craft every day.
Yeah.
And developing a skill set.
Definitely.
That now turning up with it.
Yeah, definitely. So came in here 1 year, did online school. Like I didn't meet nobody for 1 year. I didn't go to no parties. I didn't have no social gathering or anything. So I was just there for 1 year and trying to, you know, check what people were doing in Hungary generally, you know, checking it out and, you know, checking the vibes and, you know,
gotta check the vibes.
Just learning and getting in information. But like I've always had the mind that, okay, I wanna try out this DJ thing here and see how it goes, but I don't know how to do it.
And was this your first time learning the language of Hungarian?
Yeah, like
first year you had never spoken or practiced?
I've never spoken. I didn't even know one single word in Hungarian. I just came here to like study. I just, like, you know, okay, it's in Europe.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's go.
You know?
I like that. Talk about that for a second. What kind of courage does it take to leave where you're from and go to a completely different country for school for your master's, which is already a challenge, but to go to another country, how did you come up with the courage to do that? And what were some of the things that you had to do to make that happen?
Yeah, like shout out to my parents, to my dad. He's like he really loves education, and like he takes it seriously. So like somehow he is like one of the biggest motivation in like, okay, you gotta go out and because where I am from, Nigeria, there are not lots of opportunities like that. So that's why I had to travel out here to like give myself like a better chance at learning and and get better opportunities to build my life. So like
That's lit.
because it took a lot of courage to like leave family and everything, but it is just for the better, like just to get a better life.
You gotta live your life, bro.
Live my life, so.
And you made your choices, and I'm sure everybody's proud of you, probably proud of your city, because you're out here turning up in another country, man.
Yeah, man.
Doing it big, building brands. And I've been to one of your parties. It's very lit, very great.
Thank you. I appreciate
energetic awareness and vibe selection, I'll say. It's prime.
Definitely.
So I appreciate that for sure, bro. That's lit. All right. So you came out here, you're in school, you're checking the vibes, you're seeing how things are in Budapest. You met some people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And how did you get to the point where you like did your first party?
Man, that was a very like that was a special moment because like it wasn't something I like planned. Like, oh, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my first party like this. I didn't really know how it's gonna happen. So back in Page, because I studied in Page, it's like 3 hours from Budapest. So there's this community of students that are like the Erasmus student network that like they do like country nights for every student, like for every country, like even if you're from Israel, Iran, Jordan, France, like every country have a night where they showcase their culture and talk about their food, their music.
In my school, they had that too, like cultural day, cultural food week.
Yeah,
they had different things like that to celebrate the diversity of the different places that the students would find. That's dope.
That's really nice.
So this was coming up.
Yeah, it was coming up. So like it was coming up at like a mixed use space. It is like a club and a bar kind of. So like I went to.
I need to get me one of those.
I went to Kapu. I was like, this is really nice. Why? Because I saw the what was it called? The list of other countries, like the lineup of the other countries, and there was no Africa there. I was like, why can't we do like African night, like to showcase Africa, because back in like especially in Hungary, there's a big population of African students studying in Hungary. So like we needed to be represented,
Exactly.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, so let us get the.
And was it a situation even where you saw maybe more African students than some different other groups of students that were represented abundantly in the festival, and the equity just was not there?
Yeah, I was like, man, like we need to be there. So
here we go. Let's turn up
with them, and they were like, yeah, it's fine. Like if you can do it, let's go. So I was like, okay, I am from Nigeria. I can't do Nigerian nights. Like I don't want to just do Nigerian nights. Okay, let us come together. Like as much African countries that is ready to like to come together, because in Page there's a big population of Nigerian students, Ghanaians, South Africans, Kenyans, Ugandans. So like spoke with each representative. We came together and planned it up and everything. So it was really, really good. That was my first time working with them, and after the cultural nights, the showcase and stuff, there's always like an after party. And like if it's an African night, then it has to be African music, Afrobeat and the piano, all the stuff. So they were like, "Oh, who's gonna DJ? We don't have an African DJ. Like, who's gonna?" I was like, "Don't worry, like, I got that covered." Like, because a lot of people didn't know me as a DJ then. Like, I haven't played anywhere yet. I haven't done anything yet.
But how did you know how to DJ? How did you know?
Yeah, I started like just playing around with like at family parties back in Nigeria. I was like the guy, like after the party, like a wedding ceremony or something. Then I'm gonna come home with my laptop and just play with virtual DJ and just
Wow, because, virtual
DJ stuff.
I had virtual DJ back in the day, bro, with the little set too. I had a little mini turntable set about the size of this little book, bro. It was crazy.
I didn't even have a minute on I just used my laptop.
The laptop
straight up,
and that was actually better than using that tiny set because you really can't DJ on it. You just got to use a laptop anyway.
Yeah, so
that's lit. That's lit. That's crazy. So you was DJing all the family events, all the weddings, all the parties,
friends, but like I wasn't like getting money or like doing big parties.
Wasn't doing it like you're doing it now.
Doing it now,
but you was doing it. Right. You did it.
Yeah.
All right. So this is awesome. I think that people got to understand, like, this is years and years of like working on something, but also the desire. And also at this point, did you have the name DJ Entyce, or did that come about after you started doing these?
I had the name Entyce from being a music producer, because I used that as my producer name.
Okay. And you had been making beats for
I've been making beats like that was what I took serious back in Nigeria. Like I was making beats, like I wasn't DJing, I was just making beats.
Right.
So when I came here, so the name is just like that's my identity.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So people got to understand that he worked on this for a really long time, and he decided to take advantage of opportunities, and also decided to create opportunities where it may not have been apparent. But it takes a special kind of instinct and trusting yourself, and also having the courage and the awareness to be able to take action when you have an idea or inspiration to do something. And that's inspiring to me. Love to see you come from where you come from to here and just start creating your own situation. Because it's difficult to do if people have been living in the same city for their whole life. It's still difficult to actually create a vibe or create something that people want to come to and get out of the house and get dressed and come and connect. And also just to DJ a party, to be able to be aware of the room and know what are the right songs to play at the right moments to keep the vibe up, make people not want to walk out the spot.
Yeah.
That's a major key as well. Okay. So you did this first party, and how is it going now from that first party to now? What would you say is the vibe?
It's been going up. Like it's been great because people have been supporting me, because like I can be a DJ, without people, people have been supporting, like, encouraging, because like they love what I do, what I and my team do, and they appreciate it, and that is motivating,
Right.
Like it's really motivating, because without the people, we can be doing this big, because we are doing this for them, and appreciate it, and like it's been getting bigger, getting better, and I know it's gonna keep it getting better too.
It's up.
Yeah, always up.
It's up, man. I love it. So let's talk about music for a minute. Like you said, you were making beats back in Nigeria, been doing the music thing for a long time. I resonate with that. I've been making music for a long time. I love music. What do you think is your biggest inspiration when it comes to making music? Like, where do you find the essence for you and the type of music that you make?
Yeah.
And then also, like, what are you working on right now? Like, where is the essence currently?
Yeah, like where I get my essence from is definitely from other people's inspiration. Other producers influence my music. Like starting off, like one of the biggest inspiration to my journey as a producer is a producer in Nigeria called SARS.
SARS.
Yeah, because starting out, like I didn't know how to play any instruments, no keyboard, no guitar. So I was like, does it even make sense to be a producer if you can't play instruments? And I watched this interview of this producer. Like he's big, like SARS is a big gun in Nigeria. So like he produced this song Jaye Jaye, and it's like really like for Whiskey, and it's like really like it sounds like a professional, like band playing keyboards and everything. Then he said he doesn't know how to play shit in keyboard. I'm like, okay.
He was vibing.
Yeah, he's vibing. Like,
pure vibes.
He can do this, then yeah, why not? Then that sparked something in me. Then I started like for the longest time, I was just making beats with the key, my laptop keys on my laptop. Like I got so comfortable with making them. So the essence, came from that, and it also comes from like because I love to produce Afrobeats. So and our sounds are rich. We got the sounds like it's not even about the chords. African music, Afrobeats is about the percussions, the drums, the shakers, the layers and layers of the beats and everything. So yeah,
it's up. Definitely. I love Afrobeat, man. That's some of my favorite music. I feel very connected to just that natural vibration. We are African.
Yeah.
And I think it's a universal resonation with that tone. It's something in everybody's heart that beats, that feels the African drum beat, that like consistently.
Definitely.
No matter where you at.
Yeah.
I've been all over the world and they playing some current, awesome Afrobeat music.
Yeah.
Right now. It's hot, So we here now. What is for the future of DJ Entyce, not just on the music side, because we also cooking some stuff up too. I already know it's lit on the music side.
Yeah.
But on the business and brand side of DJ Entyce, what's some of the next steps? What are some of the things you're manifesting, and some things you want the people to come and support when it comes to just the whole brand and the parties that you're doing and the vibe you're creating? And is there more places and specific vibes that you want to I would say just bring it to fruition, man? Turn up and take to the next level. Are you coming to LA? Talk about it.
Definitely, man. Are you listening to me,
bro? Talk about it, bro. Talk about it.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah, like what is next with Entyce and the brand and the events that we make? We are gonna be making better events, bigger events, and bigger places. New places, and we want to keep creating something different. We just finished an event called I'm a Piano Fest, which blew our mind because we imagined and we manifested it, and it happened, you know. So now, like, you know, I want to make events where like it is not just DJing. I want people to be able to come and showcase their culture. I want to make, like, I'm planning to make events where like people come and like live bands, artists can come, and you know, creatives in Budapest can connect. Like if you're an artist, you know, can come and connect like artists, musicians, like a concert, you know, like a big concert where people can come to connect and vibe to different kind of music, and it is going to be like a safe space. I also want to, like, you know, I and my team, we are planning on doing like a concert, like bringing like a big artist from Nigeria or from Africa to Budapest, you know.
That's gonna be lit, and it's time for that. I think Budapest is ready. I just see the openness to love. And we were talking earlier, and you explained that that was the one word that you would use to sum up your brand is love.
Love.
And I resonate with that. I'm a love people guy. I'm all about spreading that good love and being about positivity and uplift.
Yeah.
And helping people to feel unlimited and abundant at all times.
Yeah.
Right. The utmost abundance at all times is key. So we're here now wanting to turn up the abundance. We just had a really dope party, and we got some music that we got to chef up. So we're going to get out of here shortly, but I want to know, what would you say to other artists, DJs, aspiring event producers, or anybody that's really working on doing something different than where they are and creating something? There's a lot of consumers. There's a lot of critiquers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of observers. But there's not a lot of people actually creating. I think it's something like maybe only 10% of people are actually creators, and the other 90% are doing other things with the creations. So I think we have to focus on creating and not just consuming, host positive, loving conversations. But I want to know what you think the people need to know who are on their journey and might have folks that don't believe in them, might have a big challenge ahead of them, might be in a place that they do not like at all.
Yeah.
What is your advice to these people on their journey, these creatives, the doers, the creative people? What's your advice to them?
Like, my advice to them is, most importantly, like, you have to believe in yourself. You have to be your number one motivator. And if you don't believe in yourself well enough, people won't believe in you. You know, if you tell them that you want to do this and you don't, and they don't see that in you, and they don't see you like doing it, then they're not gonna believe you. So like, you have to believe in yourself, and no matter how scared you are, you have to take action, you know, because we can plan and dream and, oh, I want to do this, but time is going, you know, because, and if you don't take action on what you want to do, somebody else is going to do what you want to do, and you'll be like, oh, I wanted to do this, but someone else has done it, you know.
I thought about that. I thought about that. Yeah. I had that idea. I was going to do that. I know that was my idea. They stole my idea.
It's exactly, nobody stole that idea. Like, everybody, like,
ideas are out here for everybody, but only the 10% or less are going to do something about it. And that's your only competition. I think about that too, man. Like, it's so important to believe in yourself, because the only time you can ever lose is if you stop believing in yourself and stop moving forward. You may have to pivot, but if you don't stop and you stay in your bag, it is, and it will be.
This would be.
And every successful person who has manifested their dream self or their dream life or the utmost of themselves will say the same thing. You have to have perseverance on this journey. And you have to learn to enjoy the journey and keep going. Most of all, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in you.
Definitely.
Believe in yourself and take action. It's like the Lambo Mate song. Manifestation season.
Abundance season.
It's an abundance season for sure. So is there anything else that you want to give to the people? Any other words? Anything else? We can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, I just want to, first of all, I appreciate you for having me, because this is like my first podcast kind of. So yeah, it's a really special moment for me right now.
Oh, I love it.
And and I just want to appreciate everybody that has been supporting the brand, supporting what we've been doing, and encouraging us. And we promise to keep getting better. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to every creative there trying to strive, trying to create something. It's not easy, but like, yeah, you got this, and it's only gonna get better. Definitely.
That's big facts.
Definitely.
It's only getting better. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time and your energy and blessing the space. It's really awesome how Entyce and I just linked up, and Lichibon connected us, and we immediately was like, yo, I'm out here. Let's link. No questions asked. Let's link. It was an immediate vibe. And as soon as we met, I was like, yeah, this cool guy. His homie Blaze is here too. And I was like, these are some real good homies, man. And we got a very musical vibration that I can just feel like amongst us. So it's very great that we linked up, and I'm very excited to continue creating, continue watching you. Where can people follow you and follow like the brand, everything that you got going on, DJ and parties, music? Yeah. Where do people need to follow you?
Yeah, like for following you can follow my Instagram on Entyce_me, like ENTYC_ME. Then you can follow our events pages, Lost in Rhythm, HU, and also Entyce Fridays.
Entyce Fridays.
Yeah.
And Lost in Rhythm or
HU.
Rhythm. How we spelling that?
I think it's RHYTHM.
Okay.
Lost in Rhythm.
So it's spelled regular rhythm, like
yeah.
Okay. Lost in Rhythm.
HU.
Because there's rhythm and there's rhythm with the D's.
Yeah.
And I could have been confused myself. Yeah. So I appreciate the clarity. Good sir. Lost in Rhythm. Entyce Fridays.
Yeah.
It's going up at Entyce Fridays. You ain't even got to tell me no more.
Like,
say less, I'm there. Like Entyce Fridays.
Entyce Fridays.
Is it going up? What? What you mean?
Always up.
It's up, only up.
Let's go.
The up is increase the uppage, the upway. All right, well, we're gonna have to get on more podcast talks. We're gonna have to do some live sessions. I can definitely see us continue making music. Even when I go back to the crib, we can still be on Zoom sessions, YouTube live sessions, going live, going crazy, making beats, making songs. Just keep it.
Doesn't
keep
stop.
it going. And I feel like we should drop something upon these people's head top, man, real soon.
Definitely.
Because it's very, very, very proper and appropriate for us to express these gifts in the utmost and with the utmost urgency and abundance. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Let's continue to vibe.
Let's
vibe up. Y'all stay up.
Yeah. This
has been the Lambo Mitch edition of the Abundance Universe podcast featuring DJ Entyce. Peace and love.